to Legal Operations One-on-One series. Today, my guest is Daniel Hoagland. Hi, Daniel. Welcome.
Hi, Rachita. Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you. Daniel and I are talking about alternative careers in law. This is a time when a lot of law graduates have been worried about trying to get a job within the legal industry, or just not law graduates. I think anybody who's graduated in 2020 is worried about what their future is. And I know when I graduated out of law school almost 20 years ago, we had very few options. And I still took the road less traveled. And I never went to a law firm. I built my entire career within the ALSP industry. So I'm really excited to talk to Daniel. Daniel, you've had an amazing career from big law to a software company now. Tell us all about it. How did you go about it?
Thank you so much. And like you, I sort of took the road less traveled. When I graduated from law school a little bit more than 20 years ago, the options at that time, like you, it was really go hang a shingle or go into big law or, go into some law firm capacity. And then, after you've practiced law for a while, you could maybe go in-house, maybe go to the government, but those were really the options. I took the big law path. I practiced for 15 years doing antitrust and complex commercial litigation at a couple of international law firms. And candidly, I'll get a little personal a little bit because I am passionate about the myth of the work-life balance. There is no work-life balance. It's all just life. So candidly, when I was pregnant with my fourth child, I kind of took stock of what I wanted to do with my life and what I wanted to do with my career. It was like 2013. I was thinking about, okay, what are my options? And it was, not really another big law firm, not really in-house because I had to be on site. And so I started looking at alternative legal careers. And I was really pleasantly surprised by the opportunities, even like 10 years ago, that were available to me. I joined Pangea 3. And so now I'm the Global Alliance Director at Agiloft, a CLM software company. Never in a million years did I think when I started my career as an antitrust litigator that I would be in a position at a CLM software company. But that just goes to show you, Rachita, like you, kind of there's so much opportunity right now in so many different capacities for legal professionals. So when you're thinking about your career and what you want to do, think about it in terms of, if you can dream it, you can do it.
And you're right, Daniel. I think what is important is to keep your options open. So I had in my family, my cousin just graduated in 2020. And obviously there was this whole thing about, oh my God, what is she going to do now? She's not going to get a job in a law firm. She's not going to get a job in-house because no one's hiring. And I kind of, pushed her towards the whole legal tech industry because I have seen that over the last 6 months throughout the pandemic, the legal tech industry is hiring. The big four consulting firms are hiring for legal professionals. Alternative service providers are hiring. So there are multiple options available. You just have to keep your eyes open. You have to be open to different opportunities. You have to be flexible. I think what is very important in today's world, some of this more than actually the skills, I think the attributes that are really important is to be flexible, to play on the opportunities that you get and not think about, oh my God, I didn't go to school to do this, right? Because it's a different world between when you started going to school 5 years ago, law school, versus when you've actually graduated. The needs have changed so much.
We've been talking a lot about companies and opportunities, but it's also a great time for entrepreneurship. You and I both know so many people that have had a great idea and went out on their own and made it a thing. And those companies those startups, those entrepreneurs are thriving right now. one of your guests and one of my great friends in the industry, Joe Borstein, and Paul Strocca just launched Lex Fusion. And, I'm sure they never thought, like I never thought, like you perhaps never thought, that they would be launching a startup company also in the middle of a global pandemic, when they got out of law school and started their big law careers. So, when you're talking about the world is your oyster, it absolutely is, from so many different angles, from entrepreneurship to, the type of company you want to go to, whether it be a law firm or a big four or, a legal operations department in-house. I can't overstate how vast the legal industry is right now.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you, Daniel. I think I am super happy that, there are so many options in the legal industry, because as much as I love the law, I love the business of law even more, and on all these opportunities that come with that. So this has been fantastic. And I'm sure that, once people hear all these views, they'll kind of look at things differently and look at a different perspective. So thank you so much for being here and talking with us.
Thank you so much for having me. This was truly a good time and an honor to be on this show with you.
Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for watching.